Ah, Earth, a curious little blue marble brimming with astonishing sights. I'm glad you could join me today as we explore together, with a dash of charm and a touch of peculiarity, the 10 weirdest locations on our wonderfully strange planet. So sit back, relax, and let's journey into the delightfully bizarre. First stop, Socotra Island. Imagine stepping onto a landscape straight out of an alien planet. This isolated island off the coast of Yemen boasts dragon's blood trees that ooze red sap, bulbous bottle trees, and otherworldly plants found nowhere else. The island's remoteness has allowed these unique species to thrive without much interference from the outside world. With nearly a third of its plant life found nowhere else on Earth, Socotra is often described as the most alien-looking place on the planet. Add to that the endemic fauna, like the Socotra starling and desert bird species, and you have a full package of natural oddities. The landscape is rugged and windswept, with limestone caves and white sand dunes further adding to the surreal experience. For millennia, Socotra has been a mystery to sailors and explorers, inspiring stories of mythical beasts and otherworldly life. A UNESCO World Heritage Site today, it stands as a testament to nature's imagination unbound. And it's not just the flora and fauna that are unusual. Many local legends and oral traditions suggest that Socotra was once the home of powerful sorcerers. Its strategic position in ancient maritime routes also made it a hotspot for seafaring traders, adding layers of cultural complexity to its already exotic landscape. Now from plants to flames, in the heart of Turkmenistan lies the Darvaza gas crater, affectionately dubbed the Door to Hell. This fiery pit has been burning continuously since Soviet engineers accidentally ignited it in 1971 while drilling for natural gas. Fearing the release of toxic gases, they set it alight, expecting it to burn off in a few weeks. 5 decades later, it's still ablaze, an unintentional eternal flame. A 50-year barbecue, impressive or terrifying? Perhaps a bit of both. At night, the crater glows ominously against the barren Karakum Desert, drawing curious travelers despite its remote location. The sheer size, about 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep, makes it even more intimidating up close. Locals have mixed feelings. Some consider it a tourist attraction, while others see it as an eerie monument to man's misjudgment of nature's forces. Despite its ominous appearance, it has become a symbol of resilience and curiosity. It continues to fascinate geologists and thrill-seekers alike. The government has considered extinguishing it for environmental reasons, but for now, the flames still dance, echoing a mistake that turned into an unexpected spectacle. Next, a pop of colour. Lake Hillier in Australia stuns visitors with its bubblegum pink waters. Situated on Middle Island off Western Australia, this saline lake retains its vibrant hue year-round. Scientists believe the colour comes from a combination of salt-loving microalgae and bacteria. Despite its odd appearance, the water is perfectly safe to swim in, if you can get there, that is. The contrast between the lake's pink surface and the deep blue of the surrounding Southern Ocean is striking, like a surreal painting come to life. What makes it even more peculiar is that when you scoop the water into a container, it remains pink. The lake's hue doesn't change depending on lighting or season. This consistency continues to baffle scientists to this day. Lake Hillier is also a reminder of how delicate and mysterious natural ecosystems can be. It's under the protection of various environmental authorities, and access is limited primarily to aerial views. But its enduring beauty, seen from above like a pastel jewel on the coastline, makes it one of the planet's most arresting oddities. On to Poland now, to the Crooked Forest. Around 400 pine trees here mysteriously curve at a sharp angle near their base before rising skyward. Planted in the 1930s, theories about the forest's eerie shape abound. Some suggest it was intentional, shaped for furniture making. Others propose heavy snowfall or gravitational anomalies. To this day, no one really knows for sure. What's fascinating is that all the trees bend northward, almost as if they're bowing to some unseen force. Their uniform curvature has led to speculation about the use of special tools or a technique lost to history. Visitors often describe the forest as quiet, even haunted, a serene yet unsettling place, a silent puzzle in the woods. Let's chill out now, quite literally, in Antarctica. Here we find Blood Falls, a shocking cascade of crimson water seeping from the Taylor Glacier. The blood-red flow isn't supernatural, though it certainly looks the part. The color comes from iron-rich, oxidized water trapped beneath the glacier for millions of years, finally making its dramatic appearance at the surface. This unique feature was first discovered in 1911, and since then, it has intrigued scientists and adventurers alike. The subglacial lake feeding the falls is one of the most extreme and isolated ecosystems on Earth, hosting microbial life that has adapted to a sunless, oxygen-deprived and salty environment. These findings provide insight into how life might survive on icy moons like Europa or Enceladus. From the ice to electrifying skies, in Venezuela, the Catatumbo River hosts an almost perpetual lightning storm lighting up the sky nearly 260 nights a year, for up to 10 hours at a time. This rare weather phenomenon occurs where the Catatumbo River meets Lake Maracaibo. Unique atmospheric conditions and mountain winds help create this never-ending display. The phenomenon has earned the nickname the Everlasting Storm, and it's even visible from hundreds of kilometers away. The indigenous Wayuu people have long considered it sacred, a beacon from the gods. Interestingly, this region once served as a natural lighthouse for sailors navigating the Caribbean Sea. It's a dazzling intersection of meteorology and mythology. Next, let's soothe ourselves in Turkey's Pamukkale. Its name means cotton castle, and it lives up to the moniker. Terraces of pure white calcium deposits, formed by mineral-rich hot springs, cascade down the hillside like frozen waterfalls. Visitors can bathe in the warm therapeutic pools, once used by the ancient Romans. Adjacent to Pamukkale lies the ancient city of Hierapolis, where Roman ruins still stand among the dazzling travertines. You can walk barefoot across the warm deposits as water trickles gently over your feet, an experience that feels both grounding and ethereal. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's a magical place where wellness, history, and beauty blend into one unforgettable experience. Our journey continues stateside at Fly Geyser in Nevada. This Technicolor geothermal geyser wasn't exactly nature's intention. It emerged accidentally during a failed well drilling operation in the 1960s. Hot water began to shoot out, depositing minerals and fostering the growth of heat-loving algae. Over the years, it formed vibrant, otherworldly terraces in shades of red, green, and yellow. Located on private land, it's not widely accessible to the public without a guided tour, adding an air of exclusivity to its mystique. The structure continues to grow, fed by the constant flow of water and minerals. Steam billows skyward from its vents, casting a spectral veil around the formation. It feels like stepping into a landscape painted by imagination. In Northern Ireland, the Giant's Causeway awaits. This natural wonder features about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic eruption. The formations are so geometrically precise, they seem almost man-made. According to legend, it was built by the Irish giant Fionn mac Cumhaill as a bridge to Scotland to fight his rival. Local folklore weaves tales of giants, deception, and heroism into the landscape. Scientists, of course, credit rapid cooling of lava flows during the Paleogene period for the unique hexagonal formations. Whichever story you prefer, it's impossible not to be mesmerized by this stunning coastline. And finally, the Nazca Lines in Peru. Etched into the desert sands over 2,000 years ago, these immense geoglyphs depict various animals and geometric shapes, some stretching over 1,200 feet long. They can only be fully appreciated from the air, which makes their creation all the more mysterious. Theories about their purpose abound. Some believe they align with constellations or solstices. Others suggest they played a role in water rituals or were simply markers for underground aquifers. The arid climate has preserved the lines for centuries, leaving us with giant drawings that continue to captivate and confuse archaeologists and dreamers alike. There we are, 10 weird and wonderful places that make our Earth a fascinating planet indeed. Whether created by nature's whim, human ingenuity, or by sheer accident, these locations remind us how beautifully bizarre our world truly is. If you enjoyed this strange little journey with me, do consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing for more curious adventures. There's a whole world of oddities out there, and I'd be delighted to explore them with you. Thank you for accompanying me today. Until next time, keep exploring life's delightful oddities with wide eyes and an open heart. The world, after all, is far more mysterious and magical than we often give it credit for.